Hey YouTube, welcome to my channel Aaliyah's Gold. My name is Aaliyah and today I'm going to be sharing with you what I like to call Eczema 101, which is basically a bunch of tips and tricks that I've learned over the years that have helped me to manage my eczema, and I hope it can help you to do the same. Now, I'm sure all of you either know someone or maybe even you yourself have eczema and you're trying to figure out ways to handle it because it can be stressful. Overall, eczema is not a big deal, but having to figure out ways to get it under control, learning what triggers your eczema and what doesn't, can be a little bit of a challenge, and it can be very stressful. And I am the first one to tell you that I have spent many years figuring out the best ways to get my skin under control, and it will help you to do the same. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay, so just a quick disclaimer before we get into the video. I am not sponsored at all by any of these brands that I'm going to be talking about in the video. These are brands that I personally love and have really helped with my skin, and I believe it'll help you too. Okay guys, so first things first, star and highlight for your notes, okay? This is like the most important thing that you can possibly take away from this video, and that is try to avoid using steroids. Oral steroids, topical steroids. You know, when you go to the dermatologist because you have a rash and they look at it and say, oh, okay, here's some steroid cream, use it, 2 to 3 times a day or whatever the case may be, and your skin will clear up. Great. That sounds amazing. Like, why don't we all just use that? Well, I mean, it can help your skin, to heal quicker. However, with repeated usage and using it for a really long time, your skin can actually thin out. And that's actually what happened to me. When I was a child, we were trying to figure out different ways to get my skin under control, and I was at the dermatologist, like, I don't even know, maybe like once or twice a week. Like, that's how bad my skin was. That's how severe my eczema was. And they just prescribed me so many steroid creams, so many oral steroids. Like, I can't even tell you like what they prescribed me because it was just ridiculous. But basically what happened was over time, my skin began to thin out, and the little white patches that you're seeing, that's the melanin in my skin basically dying off because the steroid creams had affected it so badly. So it's tricky because when you're trying to get your skin under control, you'll just use whatever you can, because it can be really stressful. And when people look at you, your skin is the first thing that they notice. So I can completely understand why we just want to use these quick fixes. But I'm telling you guys, save yourself a lot of headaches, save yourself a lot of grief. It's best to just go with safer products that aren't going to do damage to your skin. And I have some recommendations for you guys. So one of the first things that you want to look for when you're looking for a good quality lotion is you want to make sure that it has colloidal oatmeal. And what colloidal oatmeal is, it's ground oats, and it helps to soothe the skin. And colloidal oatmeal has anti-inflammatory properties along with antioxidant properties. That's really going to help to soothe and repair your skin and allow it to heal faster. And of course, when we have eczema and we have a flare-up and our skin is red and itchy and gross and oozy and crusty and all the gross things that we don't like about it, we want something that's going to really help to get our skin under control as quickly as we can. And one of my favorite brands that I like to use for lotion is the Eucerin eczema relief. It has colloidal oatmeal, and it is on the richer side in terms of consistency, so it's going to help keep that moisture in for a longer period of time, as opposed to a lotion that's kind of on the runnier side. You know, that moisture isn't going to really stay in your skin as long as you want it to, because when you have eczema, your skin is prone to drying out a lot quicker. So we want something that's going to stay in our skin for a longer period of time. That way we don't have to constantly lather on lotion and have our skin, you know, just dry and not good. Another brand that I recommend is the Skinfix, and I believe it's called the Eczema Plus. Now the reason why this one is another favorite of mine, because number one, it contains colloidal oatmeal, and number two, it is emollient rich. Basically what that means, it's, you know, the consistency, it's a little bit on the thicker side, and it's going to be packed full of great oils and moisturizers that's really going to help lock in, you know, that moisture into your skin, keeping it moisturized for a longer period of time. Another good brand that I recommend is the Gold Bond Eczema Relief, I believe it's called. Same as the Skinfix, it's going to help keep that moisture in for a longer period of time, and, you know, keep you from experiencing any dryness. Any dryness throughout the day. Another brand that I recommend is the Eucerin Itch Relief. Now this one is really great for, you know, when you're feeling really itchy. The lotion has a ingredient in it called menthanol, and the menthanol, when you apply it to your skin, it's gonna provide kind of like a cooling feeling, so, you know, it kind of takes your mind off of the itch. This is a product that I don't really use that often, only because I don't like the smell of the menthanol. But if you're looking for something that you can use really quickly, that's going to, you know, help soothe your skin and kind of like take your mind off the itch, I would recommend this product. And, you know, like I said, you put it on and it has kind of like a cooling feeling, almost like you're putting peppermint oil on your skin, but I don't think there's any peppermint oil in the product. So, you know, the menthanol, it's just gonna take your mind off the itch, and it's gonna be amazing. Now, another great product that you guys can use is actually completely natural, and that is coconut oil. Coconut oil is great because it hydrates your skin, protects your skin, and it soothes your skin, which is all amazing things that we want for getting our eczema under control. The way I like to use coconut oil is, you know, when I get out of the shower, I'll apply a thin layer to my skin. So, you know, I'll take a little bit of coconut oil from the jar, warm it up in my hand, and then apply it on my skin. Then I'll go in with my, you know, colloidal oatmeal, you know, rich lotion, so that way it can really lock in all of that moisture, and it's going to leave you feeling moisturized for a longer period of time. Another thing about coconut oil, and this is just me speaking, you know, off, you know, my personal experience, I'm sharing my testimony here with you guys. You know, I've had experiences like with my scalp. You know, I have dry, itchy scalp, which is super common with people who have eczema. So I get a lot of dandruff, a lot of itching, especially, you know, from my sisters that like to get their hair braided, okay? You know, we get that second day itch, you know, because the braids are pulling our scalp so tight. So I go in with some coconut oil, apply it to my scalp, and literally within like seconds, it just soothes the itch, okay? And then also, you know, applying coconut oil to your scalp, it's gonna help, you know, maintain the health and growth of your hair. So coconut oil just has a lot of benefits. And another thing that I like to do is I'll make a coconut oil sugar scrub. So I'll take some like agave sugar, and then I'll mix it with some coconut oil, and then while I'm in the shower, I'll, you know, apply it to my skin, and the coconut oil scrub is going to help get rid of that dead skin. So that way when you get out of the shower and go in with your oils and moisturizers, you know, it's going to absorb into your skin a lot better and keep your skin moisturized for a longer period of time, okay? If you try to go in with moisturizer and you got a bunch of dead skin all over yourself, it's not gonna work. Plus, I'm telling you right now, based off personal experience, okay, you're gonna get itchy, okay? If you have a bunch of dead skin all over you, dirt, oil, disgustingness, and you try to go in with some lotion to moisturize yourself, no, okay? It's just like slapping grease on top of grease on top of grease on top of, no. You wanna make sure your skin is clean. You wanna make sure that dead skin is you know, sloughed off, and trust me, it's going to save you a lot of trouble. So coconut oil sugar scrub, definitely a must. Another thing I want you guys to try to do is to stay away from hot showers. Now this can be really difficult because I know having a hot shower is like very relaxing, but when you have really sensitive skin, you know, that really hot water is going to just irritate you and dry your skin out, and it's going to cause you to itch, it's going to cause you to have rashes. So we want to use warm water, and you know, I use warm water when I shower. Lukewarm water, nah. So I like to go a little bit warmer than lukewarm, but not hot. I don't know if I'm making any sense, but basically what I'm trying to say is don't take hot showers. Warm is going to be your best friend because it's not going to cause you any irritation, and you know, we don't want that because that is a definite trigger of eczema. Extreme heat or extreme cold can cause your skin to freak out, and we don't want that. Now when it comes to body wash, one of my favorite is the Aveeno Fragrance Free, and I love this because it doesn't dry my skin out while I'm in the shower, and when I get out I'm still not dry, and I go in with my moisturizer and I'm just moisturized all day long. But you know, the main thing is it's fragrance free, and when you have eczema you want to try to stay away from fragrance free products because fragrance can actually be an irritant to your skin, and I want you guys to try to avoid things that are going to irritate your skin because you know, it's not going to make your situation any better. So with that said, when you're looking for products, you want to look at the ingredient list and make sure that it actually does not contain fragrance in it. A lot of times companies, they will advertise that, you know, their product is for sensitive skin. However, you look at the ingredient list and there's fragrance on there, and like I said before, fragrance irritates your skin. So just be mindful of that when you're looking for products. Just go for products that say fragrance free, and it'll be a lot better for you. Another great bath product that I recommend is the Dove Baby, the fragrance free one, because like I said with the Aveeno, it's going to not dry your skin out. It's fragrance free, which is a plus. And you know, it's very gentle for your skin, and when you have eczema you want to try to go for products that are gentle and aren't going to be harsh and irritate your skin. Now let's talk about laundry. So same with the bath products, we want to make sure that we're using detergents that are fragrance free, okay? Just like your skin, you have to steer clear of fragrance free products because, you know, when you have fragrance on your clothes, you know, that's just going to transfer to your skin, okay? And you know, with eczema, anything and everything can cause your skin to become irritated, and one of the main things is fragrance. So Tide makes a product called Free and Gentle. It doesn't contain any fragrance at all, and it's going to, you know, clean your clothes, which obviously we want, but it's not going to irritate your skin because they don't have that fragrance in there, okay? Another great product that you can use is the Arm & Hammer Sensitive Skin. That one doesn't contain any fragrance either, and if you want to save a few dollars, you can always use hot water and vinegar. Vinegar is going to kill the bacteria in your clothes, so you're not going to smell anything. And obviously vinegar is, you know, not going to irritate your skin. It's completely natural, and when your clothes dry, you're not going to smell any vinegar whatsoever. You know, it's just going to smell fresh and clean, and that's all you really need. All right, so now I'm going to give you guys some tips to stop the itch. Okay, so, you know, let's say you have a really itchy spout with your skin, and you need something quick that's gonna keep you from itching and just further destroying that area. So first things first, okay, go in with a cold compress. So take like a washcloth, run it under some really cold water, and apply it to the area. It's going to, you know, keep you from itching. It's going to calm your skin, and it'll take your mind off the itch, because now you're thinking about how cold, you know, that area is that you just put the cold compress on, and it'll help you to, you know, stop just Another thing you guys can do is, if you don't want to do the cold compress, you can just take an ice pack and apply it directly to your skin. Another thing I like to do is I'll cut my fingernails short, so that way if I do get itchy, you know, you're not doing that much damage because your fingernails aren't really long. This is also really good for little kids because, you know, if you have eczema as a kid, you're just gonna scratch and scratch and scratch and scratch and scratch. So cut their fingernails short, so that way, you know, they won't really be doing that much damage to their skin. Another thing that I recommend, and I do this all the time, is I'll take an antihistamine, and that is going to help me stop itching. So you can take Claritin, Zyrtec, Benadryl. Wouldn't really recommend Benadryl because it can make you drowsy, but Zyrtec is what I use all the time, and it really helps me, you know. So not only does it help with my allergies, but it also helps, you know, keep me from itching, and it helps my skin have enough time to, you know, recuperate and to heal itself, because I'm not itching it. So you guys can try that too. Another thing that you guys can do is use AmLactin. So I have AmLactin, right? And I like to use the green one. And what I like about this product is that when I put it on, it has like a slight stinging sensation, which sounds horrible, but it's nice because, you know, the stinging sensation doesn't last too long, but it's going to take your mind off of the itch. And the AmLactin has like gentle exfoliant properties in it, so it'll help to slough off that dead skin, and also it's going to help moisturize your skin. You know, I've had really great results with this. Like, I've had rashes on my arms, then I put some AmLactin on, and within like a day or two, my skin is already healing. So definitely check that product out. I highly recommend it. You can get it from CVS or Stop and Shop, I think, but you can pretty much get it anywhere, and it's a great product. Another thing that you can also do, and it's super natural, if you have an aloe plant or if you have aloe gel, you can apply that to your skin, and that's also going to help soothe that itch and help your skin to recuperate. So I know I did a lot of talking in this video, but I just want to give you guys as much information and tips and tricks that, you know, has helped me, because, you know, when I was growing up and I was dealing with my eczema, you know, it was very challenging to figure out what worked with my skin, and it was very stressful. You know, I hated going to school because of how bad my skin was. I mean, it was raw and it was painful. So, you know, all of these tips that I have, you know, implemented into my regimen, you know, it has really helped me to get my skin under control. And, you know, if I were to give you like a snapshot of like what my skin looks like now compared to then, like, it's a huge difference. Like, when you try to use products that are more natural and safer for your skin, you will see a huge difference, okay? Because these are products that are coming from nature. I mean, some of these products are obviously made in a lab, but you get what I'm saying. Like, you know, they're not steroids. It's not going to, you know, cause further damage to your skin in the long run. So definitely try to use some of these tips. Because I promise you it's going to do you a lot more good. I hope you guys found this video helpful, and if you use any of these tips and tricks that I talked about, please let me know how it has worked out for you. If you guys want me to go further in depth with anything, or you would even like me to share with you my skincare regimen, you know, please drop a comment down below and I will get that up for you guys as soon as possible.